everyone. Today we built Ashley two super cute nightstands that match her DIY king bed we built a few weeks ago.
This is a really simple build, and the best part of it is that we are using pre-finished barnwood, so we don't have to add a finish.
So come check out how we built it.
So the first step to build this nightstand is to build the frame, and we're going to start by assembling the side pieces. So that is going to be with 2x4 boards. Now normally we rip the 2x4s, but we are wrapping this with barnwood, so I did not rip them, which made it a lot easier to prep. I have drilled 1.5-inch pocket holes on the short cross pieces, and we're going to attach them at the top and bottom and then in the middle.
You're going to make an E. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect this first piece. So this is going to be 1.5-inch pocket holes, and we're using 2.5-inch Craig pocket hole screws. The top and bottom are gonna be flush. So these nightstands match Ashley's cute bed we just built. So make sure you guys check that out. We can link that in the description box below. And actually, I'm gonna have to redo this because I messed it up. So one moment. Pause for redo.
So right now we're building the side pieces for the frame of the nightstand, and I'll show you right here. So this is the frame that we're building. Typically we would use plywood to build it, but because I'm wrapping it in barnwood, it's gonna look like this, so there's no need for the plywood. Yes, it saves money because we're building it mostly with 2x4s.
So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add wood glue to each of our end pieces. And we'll flip that down.
And my plans for this do call for wrapping it with the barnwood. It is pricier than using 1x6, but you can use 1x6, and I'll give that as an alternative in the plans.
And there's so many sources for barnwood too, you know. So
oh yeah, they can use pallets.
Yeah.
Anything.
Trash. Band-aids. You can do that side.
Oh. I need to work? I thought this was bring your wood to Whitney's house and let her build you a nightstand day.
You keep taking my drill.
Oh God. It's really warm. The handle's warm.
So Ashley's using a Craig face clamp. These are awesome. We can link to those. And he has it zeroed in right there.
I just started today.
Okay. Ashley's using a Craig face.
Good gosh.
Ashley didn't eat breakfast, so coffee's working right now.
2 cups.
Hold on, step aside.
Gosh, totally.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this middle piece.
So we always share these face clamps. We use these all the time. It's like an extra hand. We use them specifically when we're planking tabletops because it gets our the joint between the boards really level. But it's also great for stuff like this to keep it level.
It's like having another hand.
But we will add a link to these in the post on our site.
So we have our first side built. Looks like an 8. And now we're gonna build another one.
Or a B.
Or I would say 8.
8's more accurate.
B's more accurate for you though.
So now we have 2 side pieces.
They look like B's.
Or 8.
Bossy britches like Ashley.
Wait, but I thought you were the bossy one.
Am I the bossy one? I thought it was me.
I'm sure most of you guessed that.
Oh. Whatever.
So we've got 2 side pieces. Now it's time to attach them together with the cross supports.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is pull out our Craig jig to make some pocket holes for the next part. So we are using the new awesome 720 Pro after we get all of our junk out of the way. You like our workbench? We have like so many plans for DIY workbenches. We use the irony of the situation right now. Okay.
So these are the cross supports, and these are going to attach to the side pieces. So I'm drilling 1.5-inch pocket holes at both ends. And we love the 720 Pro. We've got a video on all the features that we love about it on our YouTube channel. We will add a link in the description box below. Okay, so we've got pocket holes right here. And this will make up the top and bottom of the nightstand frame. And these are going to go at the top and bottom of both pieces like this.
Does it matter which way our pocket holes face?
No.
Okay, good. Good answer.
All right, so same process. This lumber's been sitting in my shop for a really long time. Now we have the nightstand frame. We're gonna add some cross supports at the top and the bottom, and we'll get moving.
All right, so we've marked 11/16, and we're putting these first supports 11/16 from the sides, and that's going to help us brace the base of this nightstand. And Ashley's attaching with 2.5-inch pocket hole screws. So Ashley, these supports, they hold what? What are they supporting?
So these supports are for the bottom cleats that are gonna hold the drawer slides. I'm doing undermount drawer slides just because it worked better with this design. So the bottom supports really, you need to make sure where you're putting them by the measurements. The top ones don't matter, we'll just center them. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this right side up. And this is the frame, top, bottom, sides. I'm gonna move this to the ground and build the pedestal. The pedestal is also made of 2x4s. I did rip these to 3 inches. And it does not matter, I just ripped them on one side because you're not gonna see them. We're gonna wrap those in barnwood also, but you do need these to be 3 inches wide for height reasons. And I'm attaching them with 2.5-inch pocket hole screws, and I have drilled 1.5-inch pocket holes on the short sides.
While Ashley drills pocket holes, I am gonna start building this frame. So this is going to be flush. I'm basically just making a rectangle. So I'm gonna start building this frame. These are 1.5-inch pocket holes. I'm using 2.5-inch pocket hole screws and messing up. This wood is just going to be the death of me.
Okay, so we've got the pedestal done. Now we're going to attach it to the base of the nightstand, and then we're like halfway done, I think. Okay, so we are going to flip the nightstand frame upside down. Pause for a random screw. And we're going to attach this with spack screws through the inside of the frame and into the pedestal. Okay, so we are going, there's gonna be 1/8 of an inch around all of the edges, so I'm just marking that really quick. 1 1/8, wait.
I was gonna say 1/8 is like very good.
What does that say?
I think you measured wrong.
Does it say 1
1
1/8?
1/8.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 1/8 inch diameter.
No, not diameter.
Welcome
That's not right,
A
Terry.
diameter is a circle.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said diameter.
Perimeter, right?
1
I won't use
inch.
big words.
No, I was thinking.
She won't use big words.
I said that wrong. So we're gonna have,
Forget the whole perimeter thing.
we're gonna flush this up with the back because it is against the wall, so I'm not concerned about the back right now. And we are going to do 1 1/8 around all 3 of the other sides. We're gonna add wood glue and 2.5-inch wood screws to attach this. I am cutting the shelf piece down to size, and this is just 1/2-inch plywood. And I'm gonna drill 1/2-inch pocket holes on both ends. Cool about the 720 Pro, we've been drilling 2x boards, and I don't have to make any adjustments on the clamp, and it goes straight to 1/2-inch. It's just so easy and smart. And we will link to the 720 Pro on our post on our site. Okay.
All right, we're gonna set this on its side.
And I've drilled the 1/2-inch pocket holes on the shelf, and we're gonna make those face down.
Okay, we've got the shelf attached, and now we're gonna set the nightstand up on its base to attach our cleats. Here we go.
So I am just marking for the cleats on the bottom, and these cleats on the bottom are gonna be for the drawer slides. Oh,
That's what she likes. Yes!
Oh, that was nice.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. So we've got the cleats in, and these cleats are just to elevate the drawer slides. The parameter. These are to elevate the drawer slides, and we are going to center them up. So these drawer slides will be flush with the front of the cleats. So these are side mount drawer slides, but I have had success using them as bottom slides, and it works really well with this design. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, we've got our drawer slides in. Now we are going to flip it over.
Move it to the ground. I was trying to get our signals.
I was like,
we're gonna move it to the ground and build the drawer.
Okay, try it again. Ready? All right, we've got our drawer slides in. You want to push those into me? And we will get this thing moved off so we can build our drawer.
Yes. So our drawer is constructed with 1/2-inch plywood. It makes for a lighter drawer, and it's a lot cheaper than 3/4-inch plywood. So we're gonna put this drawer together with wood glue and staples. We like to use staples for anything thinner than 3/4-inch.
So let's get a line of wood glue. Okay, get this lined up. There we go.
And I am gluing this side.
All right, so we'll flip this up right here. Add wood glue to both ends. Cool. All right, so now we'll face this down. I'm gonna add glue all the way around. Guys, just like that, we have a drawer, and it looks like it might work.
Now we need to go ahead and attach the drawer so that we can get the barnwood trim on.
Awesome, you wanna move that down, and we'll put this back up on our trusty sawhorses.
Yes, bossy britches.
Ash is gonna get under this drawer and get the drawer slides attached.
So this is seriously the easiest way to attach a drawer. I do it all the time. So now we are wrapping this, and I've got all of my joints at a 45-degree angle. So we're gonna be doing measuring and cutting as we go for this. I do have the cuts on the cut list, but you need to make sure that you measure and cut for this as you go. The best way is to start on the side, so that's where we're gonna start, and you're gonna make your first 45-degree cut off the end, and that way you can just come over to the side and mark for your straight cut.
On the parameter.
On the diameter. So I cut the end of this board at 45 degrees. And the best way to measure for this is hold it in place, and you want where that top angle starts, you want that to be at the top of the frame. And then you're just going to mark down here for your straight cut. And that's the best way to measure and cut for your stuff. So we've got both our sides on. I mentioned the top are 45-degree angles, the bottom is straight. The top has to be both sides 45 angles. The best way to do this, I've already cut one side to 45 degrees. I'm gonna flip that upside down and line it up with the first board. And I'm gonna draw a line where it hits the other side, and that's where I know I need to make my cut for my 45.
For her parameter.
For my diameter. Where's the skinny one? Oh.
Right here.
Nothing else
matters.
So we've got the tops and the sides done. Now we're gonna wrap the bottom with barnwood that I ripped to 3 inches wide. And then after that, we just have to do the front.
Yes! Woo!
Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, so now same thing as we did on the top. I'm measuring for that bottom miter cut.
Here, Ash, let me see how it fits for you.
Give her a fit.
I think she's
On
gonna
the money,
work.
wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
gloomy.
I'm just getting ahead of the game, Jeffrey.
That's what they call her.
Ahead of the game, Ashley.
Bossy britches and ahead of the game, Ashley. Okay?
Okay, so we've wrapped the sides of the bottom pedestal. Now we're gonna do the front trim, and that is also 3-inch barnwood that I ripped to size. And I've already cut a 45-degree miter on this piece. And you wanna make sure that the painted finish side is facing where you're gonna see. This one's the one I ripped on, and that way I don't have to add a finish to it because it's facing down.
I'm gonna talk now since Ashley's done all the talking and all the building. The last thing we're gonna be doing is attaching our drawer face, and we do not need to trim this down, so we're just gonna cut it to size, 23 7/8.
23 7/8?
Yes, ma'am. And I've got 2 washers as spacers for you waiting.
Well, thanks. I love my nightstands so much. They look so great with that headboard on my canopy bed.
Me too, and I love the design. I love that you designed the drawer to be flush and cover up that shelf. Way to go, Ash.
And my favorite part is that the drawer works.
And that I helped you build them.
That too. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.
Or a perimeter, or a diameter.
Happy building. I would pick the naughty piece to use as an example.
It only takes 10 minutes to drill a pocket hole.
And we're gonna effortlessly slide it in. Ready?
Go.
Okay.
When?
Now?
Now.
For real? Okay. Okay.
I love peeling old dried wood glue off my skin.
Me too.
Satisfying.
And hopefully our editor/producer doesn't quit on us after this video.